San Antonians ring in the new year at downtown celebrations. Alamo City's Dirty Deely coal power plant shuts down. And precast concrete is touted as a cure for San Antonio's sidewalk woes. This is your Express Briefing podcast for Tuesday, January 1st. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts. And get each day's top news and sports headlines delivered to your inbox at expressnews.com/newsletters. Tens of thousands of San Antonians milled about Hemisphere Park Monday night, enjoying live music and inhaling aromas of turkey legs and gorditas, while collectively closing the page on another year. San Antonio's downtown was alive New Year's Eve, with the festivities hosted by the San Antonio Parks Foundation and Tricentennial Commission, with dozens of electric scooters clustered at the various entrance points to events, where signs read, "No scooters beyond this point." The overall scene was festive, full of families and couples, the old and young, as attendees bundled up for chilly weather as they enjoyed hot food and played carnival games. For 41 years, the Dirty Deely power plant, CPS Energy's first coal-fired generator located in a 1970s-era facility on San Antonio's southeast side, has generated 840 megawatts of electricity for CPS customers, an amount of power enough to keep the air conditioning running in 168,000 homes. But on New Year's Eve, CPS workers dumped the last load of Wyoming coal and started the long, complicated process of mothballing the facility. Augmented by contractors, only 67 utility employees have kept the plant running, and those workers will be assigned to other CPS power generators and operations. The trade-off for cheaper coal power generation for San Antonio in the 1970s was more air pollution, and environmentalists, who fought for decades to close the facility, refer to the plant as Dirty Deely. Deely's retirement will be the first since CPS Energy shut down the last units of the 1950s-era W.B. Tuttle natural gas-fired power plant in 2011. In the next 5 years, the utility will have to decide whether to convert Deely or schedule it for dismantling. And District 1 City Councilman Roberto Trevino says the city can chip away at the about 1,900 miles of missing sidewalks using precast concrete rather than traditional methods. Though about 20% more expensive per square foot, precast concrete has been shown to far outlast sidewalk methods in use by Alamo City. While not as contentious as public safety union contracts or light rail proposals, Councilman Trevino says the repair and construction of sidewalks perennially tops every council member's list of residents' complaints. On December 19th, Connect SA released a report calling for 40 miles of new protected bike paths and 200 miles of new sidewalks by 2025. Trevino says the two can and should be linked, and wants to make sure the new pedestrian mobility officer the city is currently looking to hire understands that. The city wants to put a priority on building sidewalks in high-use areas, like approaches to Via Metropolitan Transit bus stops and on the way to schools, churches, senior citizen centers, and commercial areas. And Trevino says there's no reason the city can't aim for using precast concrete for 20 to 30% of the remaining 1,900 miles of sidewalks it needs to construct. And that's your daily San Antonio Express briefing for Tuesday, January 1st. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts.